Alright, this is like take 4 on this video. I had some technical challenges earlier. Anyways, a Yueyang video, had a couple back-to-back or very close to each other, close proximity games. I had some pretty unique results / endings. So I'm going to speed up the initial positioning of this, not so much as I normally do, because this is one of those games, and first of all, I apologize, this wasn't recorded in full screen, and I'm not going to go back and do it, so you're going to have to bear with my taskbar below, in a window frame, basically. Anyways, notice the position of my Chapiev. He is, for some odd reason, heading to the eastern side of the map. Instead of this being where this little island is that I'm pulling right up next to now. In chat I've asked him to give me a hand. I'm not sure why he's going over there. Yeah, nothing else to say. So because I wasn't getting any support, I decided to pull off of that cap, and as I pulled off that cap, lo and behold, North Carolina, the curve first, and that looks like a Yamato come over here, but of course I still have no cruiser support. We only have a couple cruisers, and several of them spawned on the other side. Yeah, so this isn't a very good start. Looks like we're giving up A, B, and possibly C because I left C. But going to C with a Minotaur, a Baltimore, and a Dimitri are probably not a good plan. It actually looks like they got a fair amount of their fleet at the C cap. My Chapiev, for whatever reason, I don't know how he would have been spotted. Maybe the Otago did spot him, but he's engaging basically overwhelming forces. Oh, there you go. It would be the Tashkent that probably spotted him. It looked like our Yamato hit the Otago, or maybe not. Maybe one of the other battleships did, because it looks like the Yamato got the kill on us. He blapped him with the front turrets and got his second turrets around. Where is he on the map? It's possible. So maybe the Yamato finished the Otago off. That was pretty awesome. Basically, it looked like a single salvo kill, and yeah, the enemy Tashkent took out our Chapiev, which is borderline ridiculous. Yeah, I don't really know what to say there. I smoked up. Unfortunately, I had nobody spotting for me because, yeah, it's my job, I guess, being the only DD over here. So, it looks like I have a North Carolina behind me. It's always kind of annoying when you smoke up, or this happens to me all the time when I'm low health. I'm kiting away, trying to run away, and I have a battleship or somebody pull up behind me, and they start taking incoming fire, which actually hits me and tears me up pretty good. So it doesn't look like my torps are going to do anything. Looks like I totally missed. Our team managed to get the B cap. We've lost A and C. We've got a 50-point spread right now, so not great, but not bad. The more concerning thing is the positioning of our team. Our Yugamo, who shot through the B cap, is now heading into their spawn, and I have no idea why you would do that, but that's not going to stop him. Take a pretty good shot there. And then we have this whole gaggle of cruisers. It looks like the Neptune, the Moskva, the Baltimore, and the Missouri. All in a one grid square, sitting behind an island, doing pretty much nothing. Our NC is very low on health, and for some reason decides to get deleted by pushing into a much superior force when he's very low. I was trying to get him to... I don't know. I'm semi-salty in chat. I'm really not understanding what my team was doing here. The initial Chapia positioning, horrendous. The NC pushing in when he was just about done, makes no sense. And then, of course, this Yugamo, he's now in their spawn when all their ships are spotted, so I'm not really sure what he's going after up there. And then on this G line, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships. You know, from my perspective, it looks like they're doing nothing. I don't know. They could be engaged with. Looking at the mini map, I don't see anybody. There's nobody spotted, so I could be wrong, but I don't know what they're doing. It looks like the Baltimore took a pretty good hit from somebody. Yeah, my Yamato is voicing the same concern that I am too. It's pretty frustrating. At this point, I typed in chat, this is a loss already. This is a pretty bleak game right now. I mean, it's not over till it's over. I think everybody knows that. It's just very frustrating. Trying to get those guys to push into A as a group. It's kind of funny that, you know, after a game like this, I'll probably get reported twice, but nobody says anything in the chat. Nobody explains what they're doing. Nobody can tell me what they're doing. It always seems interesting. So, yeah, that's pretty frustrating. At this point, we're down 2 caps to 1, and same with the ships. We're down 2, and they're down 1. And Gearing came all the way over to my side for some reason. Again, I don't really know what they're doing. Now the Yugamo is behind the C cap. I'm not really sure. I mean, I know a couple of those ships are facing him, but it seems like an odd position to be torping from. Try to refrain from torping from behind ships. It's difficult at best, but truly almost impossible. And we're still down about 300 points. We're down 2 caps. We're down 1 ship. Or actually, I take it back. We're down 1 ship and 1 cap, and then we just lost another ship. So we are down 2 ships and 1 cap. The points are just getting ridiculous now. We're almost down 400 points. We are only 10 minutes into this game, and they are just a couple hundred points from winning. I look into the A cap, and I see a cruiser and a DD. And as I'm trying to figure out what exactly is in there, the Baltimore, who's already low health, passes me and gives a big fat broadside to a Montana. Literally blaps that dude. What's left of him anyways. I mean, he was pretty low in fairness. So I'm gonna try to torp that smoke. We're now down 500 points plus. However, a Moskva, I believe, or is that the Musashi? What is that? I can't really tell. It looks. Oh, maybe the Missouri. I'm sorry. Our Missouri is actually in the cap, and scratch that. He's dead. that Montana, I believe, is taking our cap, the one cap that we did hold. So it is literally 290 points to 920 points. I'm not sure if I type anything else in the chat, but I'd be willing to bet it wasn't good, positive, or nice in any fashion. We literally have 5 ships that are gone, and none of them got a kill. I mean, literally, people just threw their ships away, and this is so frustrating in this game. It happens all the time, and yeah, hey, I take out some of my frustrations on that Shima. Our Kerfers ends up taking out the Minotaur, which was in the A cap, so that's a good sign. We are still down 500 points, even with those 2 ships going down. Switch over to AP. Got a nice little fire going. Seems to be burning for a little bit, so I'm going to try to do as much chip damage to this Kerfurst as I can. Oh, I'm sorry, Montana. And yeah, what do we have here? Our low health Montana, ramming a Montana. However, our Gearing does get a kill, and our Moskva also gets a kill back to back. So yeah, ship count is kind of leveled out. We're still down almost 500 points, so yeah, and now we are losing the only cap we have. Our Moskva gets the Yueyang. That brings things within 400 points. However, they are still taking our cap. And hey, look, our Yugo is still behind their spawn. And yeah, our gearing goes down. Our gearing was pretty low for quite some time. I didn't really see what happened to him, but he got caught somewheres. Maybe when he went into, I'm guessing, I don't know. Not sure if he went into the B with the Yugo or not, but yeah, he took a beating. We are taking A back now, which is good. Unfortunately, we're also losing B. So, double-edged sword. They got 873 points, so yeah, this game is close to being over with, as it has been a couple times, although a barrage of kills by our team did kind of prolong the inevitable, I would say. I've done very little in this game. Excuse me. Literally got 1 kill, 26,000. Although I did take out a full health Shima, so as far as XP goes, I'll probably do okay. As everybody knows, if you take out or do the majority of the damage to a ship, you get a fair amount of XP, and DDs are great for that. Enemy has 906 points, 909, and we're down to 400. However, this Kerfurst is pretty low. Their Dimitri is pretty low, and their Yamato are all pretty low. 918. Yeah. Ooh, Torpit. And I take out the Kerfurst, and our Yamato takes out Dimitri. And this game just kind of changed a little bit. It's 820 to 517 on points. We have a ship advantage and we have a cap advantage. Now the caps are even, and I just got a fire on the... What was that, the Yamato? Yep. I got a fire on the Yamato that appears to be sticking. And he's taking fire from somebody else because he just lost a fair chunk. It might have been 10, 12k. Yeah, so holy cow. You know, we got 4 minutes left in this game, and there goes the Yamato. So I get the Yamato, and the trash can actually torped me, Not really a big surprise. I was backing up, just trying to change my angle in case he did. We still have the A and the B cap, and there's the Baltimore's radar, which I was a little concerned about, and why I was pulling on my smoke and changing my angle. I had a decent amount of health, so devastating strike. I beached myself, but that was a tactical beaching. Somebody's complaining in chat that the Yamato does not burn. I'm sitting on 4 kills now. Not a lot of damage, 79,000. But the crazy thing is the points are now 670 or 680 to 775. We were down 400 or 500 points earlier in this game, and now we've almost brought it back. At this point, I'm begging the Yugo to get out of there, go somewhere else. He acknowledged it by saying Wilco, which is ironically the first time he's acknowledged anybody. And I think it's fair to say he's been out of this fight the entire time. I mean, obviously he came into contact with somebody. He did take some damage. He's probably at 60 or 70% health. But for the majority of the game, once he passed through the B cap, he was more or less irrelevant. Yeah, he might have harassed some battleships. I don't even know. Maybe he got some torpedoes. But he, from my perspective, didn't do his job in any capacity. He didn't spot. He didn't contest any caps. And he really didn't have much of an impact. But, yeah, at the end of the day, the ships that are alive, the Yamato and the Moskva, both had clutch kills. I was lucky enough to be presented with 2 or 3 ships that were pretty low, and able to finish them off. The Baltimore, the Kerr first. I took out that Shima by myself. I don't recall who the other ship was. But yeah, I'll take that. Now, we have enough time, I believe, to win. It's going to be close. If the Yugo, and I actually thought the Tashkent was going to go headed north, so I didn't want our Yugo running into him. Did lose our Moskva, unfortunately, so that makes this a little bit more challenging. But based on the positioning of this Tashkent, I figured he was going to yellow rush the Yamato, and he did. So, luckily for me, I read that and I was able to position myself. He ended up killing the Yamato, but yeah, we still won. I sent that Yamato a compliment. That guy played awesome. And he really held that whole flank. Actually, I take that back. He did not die. So, I'm not top of the leaderboard, and ironically, the Yugo is above me. I guess he got a solo cap, and he must have did some damage, but to me it seemed like he was way out of the game. And hey, not often you see a 500-point comeback, so I hope you enjoyed the game, and thanks for watching.